I'm back with another episode of ShayS Relationship Files. And a good morning to everyone. Hope everyone's morning is going okay so far. Hope everyone's night went well. Hope everyone's staying safe out there. And today's topic for ShayS Relationship Files is, do you think couples should merge their finances when they're married, or should they keep their finances separate? So we're going to talk about this article I read on this topic, and then also my thoughts personally about that subject. So we'll start off with my personal thought on that. So, for me, I personally think when you're married, you should combine your finances, like have the same joint bank account and have the same where the funds are coming in. Only because, and also they're going to talk about this in this article I'm going to share, but it talks about how it helps you feel more together as a team when you share the important things like where the money comes in and things like that. It makes you feel secure and know that both of you are going towards the same goal, which I kind of talked about yesterday when I was talking about commitment. How that shows too in your actions, that, and I think that's part of the action of you both having the same account together, where your funds both come in the same account. Now, I'm not saying that if you had separate accounts prior to coming into the marriage, you have to have joint accounts. I'm not saying that, because sometimes if you meet somebody, y'all already had an account and y'all already got y'all money coming in there, so y'all just leave it as it is once y'all get married, and that's fine too. It's just that in specific scenarios, well, in both scenarios, there's still some common things that needs to be done, like, because I see many people, especially ones that's famous and maybe on television, they talk about a lot like prenups: what's yours is yours, what's mine is mine type thing. And then also I see a lot where people don't ask their spouse about something like a big financial decision before they just do it. And those are two things you want to try to avoid when it comes to that. If you're gonna share an account, or even if you guys have separate bank accounts, you want to still consult each other on spending, especially when it's a major expense. You want to still let each other know, like, okay, I'm gonna spend on this, I'm gonna get this for us, whatever the case may be. But you want to make each other aware. But like it brought out in this article, it brought out how when you combine everything together, it does bring, hey, good morning, Choso. Hello. Thank you for coming in. So I won't be talking to myself. Good morning. Yeah, so as I was saying, the article was bringing out how when you combine incomes, it make you feel more secure. Good morning. It makes you feel more secure in a relationship, even though a relationship is not based, of course, on money itself. The more you make ours or we, like I talked about yesterday, it makes both sides feel more secure. So that's just one of the things with finances that you should, if you feel comfortable. But everybody has their personal choice of how their finances is handled. But at least for me personally, I feel like you should have your accounts combined. Because I mean, why not? Especially if y'all trust each other and you know this person's not necessarily gonna steal money from you or do anything like that. I don't see an issue with you guys sharing the same account. And I don't even believe in the prenup thing. I don't really understand where that came from because, at least for my thought, I always thought once you're married that all the things, including finances, become both of you guys, and y'all work together on how to spend that, or everything that you have. And if you have a house prior to meeting your spouse, that's considered we are you guys' house. So like everything that you have as a single individual, you still consider it as both of y'all's, even if you had it prior to meeting each other. And that's at least how I think, but I know everybody has their different um thoughts on if they want to merge their finances or not. Because some people may think, oh, I earned this money before I got married, so I don't want to share this, that, and the other. But then again, I feel like to me that's kind of being just a little bit selfish because I don't think it should just be his and hers when it comes to the finance. Like I said, I think it should be both you guys' finances. It's just that I think y'all need to have rules y'all talk about with it. Like, since we're sharing an account, let's make sure we talk to each other before we spend something and make each other aware of the spending of something, even if you're just going to the store to get groceries, whatever the case may have you. And let each other be aware of the spending, and in that way, no one feels left out or feel like, oh, you secretly purchasing things or feel disrespected, because that also can be a form of disrespect if you guys talked about we're going to discuss purchases, especially major purchases, and then you go out of nowhere and buy this big fancy thing and like no one gave any type of heads up on it. And I think I talked about that too when I kind of talked about communication as a married couple, that it's important for you guys to talk about the small things and the big things, and that even include finances. You do need to discuss how you want those things handled, how you want to to I'm sorry, I'm losing my train of thought, guys. How to how you want that managed in your household. And also to go along with that, because since we're talking about work in general, because you have to work to earn income, I also wanted to talk about the topic of coworker relationships. Do you think that you should have a personal relationship with someone you work with? Hi, the Reaper. Good morning. So yeah, that's not. It's kind of a two-fold episode today. So I talked about the finance side, but now I want to talk about: do you think with starting a relationship, is it okay to start a relationship with someone you work with? Or do you feel like that could be a big, major issue if you dated someone you work with? Because I figure this topic goes hand in hand. I mean, I know plenty of people that work together even as a married couple and things go well, but I mean, I guess if I knew someone in the workplace that I was dating, I wouldn't necessarily think you should date somebody that's within your workplace. Only reason I say that because what if things don't go as well as you think it's gonna go, and it just causes chaos and uncomfortability, and you still have to work there. I mean, that's at least what my thinking on the matter is. But what do you guys think about that? A workplace relationship or a romantic relationship in the workplace, I should say. Because I mean, for me personally, me and my husband do work together. But we work really well together, and the thing is, because we have common mindset, it kind of don't make it as difficult. But I know for everybody, it's not the same. Hey guys, what you thinking on this subject? And it was actually an article that I saw too on that topic. That's what made me bring it up. Hello, good morning. Okay, I'm just pulling up the article that I read here about that. And they mentioned too in the article how a lot of jobs have a rule where you can't actually date anyone within the company because they try to avoid like what can go wrong if you happen to date someone within the same company as you that work at the same place. So the article pointing out some things that can happen when working in a workplace. I mean, not working in a workplace, but having a romantic relationship in a workplace. I'm sorry. So it says one of the things, rumors all around the office. So a lot of people being in your business that you may not want to be in your business. That's one part about dating someone in the same workplace. You constantly got to deal with people's opinions about it. And that can become very annoying and distracting at work. Excuse me. My allergies been crazy this week. And also it mentioned complaints of favoritism, where it says when there's a relationship between a superior and an employee, so if the person you're dating is like a manager or high up or something, and so the first thing that comes to mind with many people, they would think, oh, he's only doing that because he's dating her, or she's only doing that because she like him, type thing. It's kind of like, it almost reminds me of like back in school when you would possibly like somebody and then everybody just saying stuff that's not true. I heard the saying that workplace is like high school and adult life because it's still people that's immature like that does things like that. So that's a second thing they mentioned, how that can happen when you're dating someone in your workplace. And also, like earlier, I said it means distraction from a work problem. Because you're dating, if you guys are having disagreements, whatever the case may be, it can cause you to not be able to do your work as well as you would like because your mind is on whatever's going on between you two. Even though that can happen too, even if your mate is not at the same workplace. Because, I mean, you could be at home and have a disagreement, then y'all go to work and you still upset about the situation. But still, I think it's even more when you see the person in front of you at that moment. Um, Let me see. The other thing it said on here was um, they feel like it disturbs the workplace decorum when there's a romantic relationship. Because if you decide, to give your partner a kiss or something like that in public display of affection, they feel like it takes the professionalism away from the workplace. But I mean, that's to me is kind of, I don't completely agree with that, because also I feel like if you guys do happen to work in the workplace, y'all may be married or whatever the case may be, you don't have to show affection to each other while you're at work. Like the saying goes, it's a time and place for everything. So maybe wait till you guys get on lunch break when you're not within the office or something, and then maybe y'all can give each other a peck or something. But I think to just show professionalism, which a lot of people do not have today, but that's a topic for another day. But I think it's a form of decency. Not that there's anything wrong with showing affection to your significant other, but it's just, I think when y'all in a business setting, it should be kind of limited and you should just be professional. And they said also, which I don't know if this is really an issue, that some people take more days off of work just because they're dating someone and they find ways to have day dates and things like that. Which I'm not sure that's really an accurate problem when it comes to dating. I mean, because you still have to work to make income. So, and they mentioned leadership credibility is in danger. So it could question which is kind of similar to what I said when playing favoritism. It can question the person if they're in a manager position or something. It could make them, their reputation, kind of ruin it sometimes, because like they said, if the person is playing favoritism to that specific person they know they're with or they're together, and they feel like they getting special privileges. So if you are working in the same workplace as your mate, you do want to not be fair and treat them like you would treat any other employee when you're in the workplace. And sometimes that can be hard, because I've seen where people take offense or be sensitive to their mate when they're just doing their job and being their boss like they supposed to, but they take it as personal. So you want to be careful, and if you are working with your mate, continue to treat them as an employee when you're within the workplace, and don't try to play favoritism just because that's your wife or your husband. And also, if you're still in dating, it can cause an issue of harassment. Like I said, if things go awry, then you can be considered harassing the person if they're no longer interested or whatever, or the case may be. You break up, it can, you know, they can consider you harassing them or whatever the case may be. Because I've heard definitely the craziest stories of romances going bad in the workplace. And one thing to help, they were saying how it's important to read information on the company policy when it comes to romance in the office, and it mentioned no avoid romancing during office hours. So kind of like I was saying, keep a professional way about you while you guys are at work. I don't think y'all should be like all hooked up on each other while y'all working. Like y'all should still have a professionalism until y'all not within the workplace anymore. Um, let's see. Yeah, and that's pretty much the basis on that when it comes to finances, merging your finances as a couple, and also workplace disadvantages and advantages of having a relationship while you're working in the same job. So that's kind of my thoughts I had on today. I appreciate you guys joining me. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. We're trying to grow this channel. We're already almost at 300 subscribers, and I would like to make it to the five or more at some point. So I hope you guys continue to enjoy my content. I thank you for coming in and listening to me today. And I can't wait to see you guys again soon. And again, I hope you guys stay safe out there. And I'll see you guys next episode of ShayS Relationship Files. Have a good day. Peace.